So can you please tell me the question which we are addressing today? What exactly is the question? So Gayatri, can you state the question?
Yeah, Guruji. I think in one of the bhashyams by Shankaracharya, the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, he concludes that constant recollection of self-knowledge is necessary, even after one is self-realized, so that it would help him in counteracting the effects of prarabdha karma. So the question is, does this mean that enlightenment can get reversed once he stops this constant recollection of self-knowledge?
Wonderful. Okay. So here, a lot of terminologies are used. We should be very careful about what terminology you're using. What is enlightenment and what is liberation? Enlightenment means getting light, illumination. Illumination where there is darkness. Light is possible, light is required where there is darkness. Okay. Where there is darkness, if you put light, then you'll see what is there in that area. So that illumination of the mind and the intellect is called enlightenment. Because there is darkness there. Okay. So now here I want to separate out intellect and the mind. In intellect, the darkness is there in terms of ignorance. Right? In intellect, the darkness is there in ignorance. You don't know who am I. And I consider myself as a body, mind, and intellect. I don't know I am the Atma. So I consider myself as body, mind, and intellect. So that is called avidya or ignorance. So the avidya or ignorance results in ahankara. I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. So then there's a mamakara. Mamakara means this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Ahankara is avidya or ignorance. The child of avidya or avidya gives rise to ahankara, and ahankara gives rise to mamakara, mine. So mamakara comes when I interact with the world. My house, my family, my relatives, my society, my job. So my mamakara helps me to relate to the world. Ahankara helps me to relate to my body, my intellect. Ahankara comes from ignorance, avidya. So byproduct of avidya is mamakara, and byproduct of mamakara is kama, krodha, mada, matsara, moha, lobha. So avidya has a child called ahankara. Ahankara has a child called mamakara. Mamakara has children called kama, krodha, mada, matsara, moha, lobha, shadvikara. So now you understand who is the parent and who is the child? Avidya is the parent. Ahankara is result of avidya. Ahankara has a child called mamakara, mine, mine, mine. Ahankara means I am. Mamakara means mine, mine, mine. So mamakara gives rise to other children called mental disturbance. Ahankara and mamakara. So let us not get into too much of splitting the nitty-gritty of what comes first and what comes later. First, listen to what I'm teaching. So ahankara and mamakara. Okay. So the question here is whether ahankara comes first and avidya comes first. It's like a chicken and egg story. Avidya and ahankara. Okay. So now in this scenario, mamakara or mind results in impressions from the world, vasanas and samskaras. There are two types of impressions. Okay. These impressions are called vasana. Bandha vasana and bhoga vasana. Bandha vasana and bhoga vasana. Bandha means what causes bondage. Ahankara is bandha vasana. Mamakara causes bhoga vasana. Mine, mine, mine. Oh, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. I don't like this, I like this. Ahankara is bandha vasana. Mamakara is bhoga vasana. Who am I is the ahankara. That's called, that's related to bandha vasana. Bandha, bondage. It causes me bondage. Who am I is bondage. I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. If I am the body, I am the mind, intellect, I have three types of bondage. Desha bandha. Desha, I am limited by space because I am the body. Kala, I am limited by time. If I am the mind, I am limited by kala. And if I am intellect, I have jnana bandha. My knowledge is limited. Desha, kala, jnana. Three limitations are placed on me. This is called bandha vasana. This binds you. So that also related to, if I am the body, I am the doer. If I am the mind, I am the enjoyer. If I am the intellect, I am the knower. There are three limitations: doership, knowership, and enjoyership. These three are placed on, superimposed on Atma. So this is called bandha, bondage. This is the bandha. Right? So this bandha is primarily because of a ahankara. Then also we have other bondage. It's called bhoga. How I relate to the world. Mamakara. This is my family. Oh, something happens to my family, I get hurt. Okay. This is my job. Success in my job. All those things will affect me. These are also live vasanas, impressions. Ahankara, mamakara. Now, when we say jnana, Atma jnana, it is the understanding of the self. Who am I? Which means removal of ahankara. Okay. Understanding of who am I? Getting rid of ahankara. And what is not mine? Mamakara. Ahankara, mamakara, to drop this completely, to realize I am pure awareness, is called realization. That's called jnana. So ahankara has to go, mamakara has to go. But will it go overnight? Nothing happens drastically. Understand? It is a process by which things will move. So many people start with removal of mamakara, dropping of mamakara. They start working on the mamakara first. It's a bit easier to work. Ahankara and mamakara are related to pancha anatmas, five anatmas. What are the five anatmas? I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. My profession, my relationships. Mamakara. My profession, my relationship, my positions. My profession, my relationships, my profession. These are all called mamakara. I am the body, I am the mind is called ahankara. These are pancha anatmas. Out of these, what is easier to get rid of? Possibly, people start with the first three. My relationship, my family, my job, my positions. They start getting free from this. How do they get free from this? Circumstance in life. Life will teach you in many ways. Relationships will come and go. Money will come and go. Job will change. Position, money, and people, what relationships, they change. So gradually start dissociate. There is a gradual understanding that these can't give me happiness. So that means people are starting getting mamakara slowly. But some deep-rooted impressions of mamakara will be there in me, which comes as a like and dislike, raga and dvesha, attraction, repulsion. Right? They are impressions, because till I get jnana, these impressions will be there. So typically, a seeker, many seekers will try to do sadhana, where mamakara they try to reduce. To get rid of ahankara is not easy. That requires a jnana. So that's why what they do karma yoga, service. Ishwararpitam, nechaya kratam, chitta shodakam, mukti sadakam. So surrender to Ishvara. The whole universe is a functioning of the Ishvara, universal consciousness. Surrender to universal consciousness. Do work as a service to Ishvara. See God in all. One in all you start seeing. See God in all. That's how many people start. And most of the people start with Ishvara. Bhakti. So Bhakti they think that doing puja and all. So Bhakti is to puja also, but it ends up in offering service to Ishvara in the form of living and non-living beings. So basically, in Bhakti, you're trying to see one in all, one consciousness in all. Okay. So this will help you to reduce the mamakara. Nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to God. Ishwararpitam nechaya kritam chittashodakam mukti sadakam. Offer everything else to God without attachment. So that will purify you. Mukti sadhaka. It will help you. Now, why you do that? Because we are dependent on pancha anatmas for happiness. 5 anatmas. What is that? Possession, relation, then profession, possession, relationships, and body and mind. So now, first step of life is to understand everything belongs to Ishvara. I am trying to get happiness from these pancha anatmas. Instead of my only source of happiness is Ishvara. So now what you are doing? You are switching over, disconnecting. You are not running away from relationships. You are trying to, instead of relationships, you are trying to develop relationships with Ishvara. Right? Ishvara arpitam. So this is called karma yoga. Kayakeva kailasa, service. So you are actually 5 things are holding you. Panchanatmas. So Panchanatmas you are getting out and saying, I'm holding on to only Ishvara for my happiness. Understand? This is a way for detachment. No, I want to get detachment from relatives. I want to get detached from money. I want to get detached from possessions. It won't work. You have to hold on to something. You have to hold on to Ishvara, the Lord. So this will free you gradually. So the vasanas will come down. This is called Shama, Dama, Tidiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana. Shat Sampati will develop. In Shama means calmness of the mind. Dama means control of sense organs. Tidiksha means the ability to withstand. Something comes in life, don't get agitated. Some joyful thing happens, just accept it. Uparati means constantly mind going towards the Atma. Shraddha means faith. Samadhana, balanced state of mind. And Mumukshatva, it develops. So basically Karma Yoga and Upasana, meditation, prepares you for purifying. Chitta Shuddhi. So that means what? Mental level purification is happening now. There's a buddhi, intellect, and the mind. The mind is lower level. So I'll call it as purity of the heart and clarity of the intellect, buddhi. So many people don't come to the clarity of intellect until some amount of purity of heart happens. The clarity of intellect will happen only when you come to a Jnani. When you surrender to a Sadguru, realized master. So, but you don't come, most of the people start with the purity of the heart. So in the purity of the heart, when they develop, from Tamo Guna to Rajo Guna to Sattva Guna, they'll come. But to transcend Sattva Guna, they have to study under the guidance, Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasa. They have to do under the guidance of a master, a Sadguru, Brahmanishta, Shrotriya. So the clarity of the intellect will come. First, purity of the heart and clarity of the intellect. Right? So now, the purity of the heart is to see one in all, the God in all. The clarity of this intellect is to see all in one, Atma. Right? Now, in a person, has this happened completely? One in all in one has happened completely? It may not happen. It may happen in some stages. Right? It may not happen overnight, because nothing in life is overnight. So Vedantic teaching in ancient times, they prescribe purity of the heart, do karma yoga, do upasana, purify yourself. Then Jnana is taught. In fact, in earlier days, in very ancient times, Vedanta is taught only if you become a monk. That means you have left out all relationships. Possession, then profession, and relationship. If you drop, then you are qualified for Vedanta study. 3 anatmas you have dropped, then you have become monk. Only 2 anatmas are remaining. I am the body, I am the mind. For that, Atma. So that's where a very qualified person in earlier times, one who has gone through Gurukula, he'll be mature with the 3 anatmas are gone. My position, my family, my relationships, and my position. This he has dropped. So he has to only work on 2. Such a person is called mature seeker. A mature seeker, he has a purity of heart. Now, for clarity of the intellect, he takes the teaching. Tattvamasi, you are that, you are Brahman. So, whatever Ishvara you are considering as worshipping Ishvara, that Ishvara is nothing but your inner self. You are Ishvara. So far you are thinking that Ishvara is separate from me. I am doing service. I am seeing Ishvara in all. So, see Ishvara in yourself. So, that is the clarity of the intellect. A systematic way teaching is done. So, as long as Guru gives teaching, the teaching is called Paroksha Jnana. Means teaching is the experience of Guru, it's told. It's not your first-hand knowledge. It's a second-hand knowledge. Right? So, Paroksha Jnana, the student contemplates on that. So, Paroksha Jnana has to be converted into Aparoksha Jnana. Means my direct experience. Indirect knowledge has to be converted into direct knowledge. So, for example, I say mango is sweet. It's my experience. But for you to experience mango, you have to experience mango, sweetness. My teaching you of mango is sweet is called Paroksha Jnana. You are convinced. But when you taste the mango, you'll get the understanding of that. It's called Aparoksha Jnana. So, my direct intuitive experience of who am I is called Aparoksha Jnana. So, until Aparoksha Jnana happens, it's only intellectual knowledge and knowledge which affects the mind and the intellect. When at the Aparoksha Jnana level, you transcend the intellect. You recognize teaching of Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. So that happens based on the Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Progressively, you keep on contemplating, I am Brahman. Still, it's not very clear to you. I am Brahman. Guruji is saying, say, Vedamata is saying, but I am Brahman, that clarity is not happening. Why? Because intuitively, you're not recognized this self. Intuitively. The moment you intuitively, directly recognize the self, that's Aparoksha Jnana. So that is called enlightenment. Aparoksha Jnana. Paroksha Jnana is the process. Aparoksha Jnana is called enlightenment. Light is there. So now the question comes. There is a darkness in the room. I want to find out what is there in the room. How much time it will take me to find out what is there in the room? All that it takes is a light. The moment your light is there, you can see everything in the room. Understand? It doesn't take time. It just takes switching on the light. If the light is not switched on, you cannot see. Then only your imagination what is there in the room. Paroksha Jnana is imagination. What is Atma? Aparoksha Jnana is seeing the Atma intuitively, directly. It's not seeing. It is recognizing that I am Atma. You come to a conclusion that Atma cannot be recognized as an object. Atma is myself. Brahman is myself. You cannot find them. You cannot see the Brahman. I am the Brahman. You cannot see the Atma. You have to recognize I am the Atma. And this understanding comes from a Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, and gradually applying Nitya Anitya Viveka, Atma Anatma Viveka, and Nididhyasa. So the moment you recognize the first time with this process very clearly, I am Atma, then you are done. It doesn't take time. So avidya is dropped. I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect, avidya is dropped. Right? So now, when you drop, for this to happen, you have to enter into nididhyasa, samadhi, deep meditation. In samadhi, I have recognized I am Atma. Atma is Brahman. Everything in the world is nothing but my inner self. It is appearing from inner self. So now, in samadhi, there is no object, there is no world, there is no still serenity, and I am the Atma alone is there. So now you are recognized one, all in one. All means everything in the world is in one. To recognize one in all is love. All in one is peace. Right? So one who has recognized both is established fully in Advaita. One in all in one. Very clear? All in one is in Samadhi. One in all is when you interact with the world. Love, compassion will overflow when you interact with the world. One in all. All in one is when you enter into Samadhi. So now, a person who has done a real service to Ishvara, selfless service, has become Chitta Shuddhi, is a ripe seeker. Mukshu. The moment Guru teaches him Tattvamasi, he understands the meaning of that. He is established in Samadhi. For him, no further work is required. Pending work is not there. No sadhana is required. It's done. He's already, such a person is called mature seeker. Right? For him, nothing is to be done. No practice is required. Such a person is called ripe seeker. For ripe seeker, nothing is there. Over. One example of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had done intense sadhanas as an offering to the Divine Mother. He had done 64 different sadhanas. He was able to see Mother Kali. She was able to interact with her. These are all happening at the mental level. Understand? At the lower level. It's a projection of the mind. But a projection of the mind which is coming from sattvic mind. Mind has become sattvic. A tamasic mind also will do projection. When somebody drinks alcohol, oh, there's a monkey there. There's a ghost there. Oh, why are you shouting at me? Like that, tamasic mind will project something. Rajasic mind will project something. Rajasic mind will project another way. Oh, if I get this power, I will be very powerful. I will control everybody. Sattvic mind will project the divinity. It's all mental projection only. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was so sattvic, he was able to see Divine Mother Kali interact with her. So Chitta Shuddhi has happened. So, and he was able to see one in all. He was able to see God in all. Right? That is the purification at the mental level, purity of the heart. He was established in God consciousness. Anyone comes, he will see God only in them. People are worried about Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He is not getting married. Then his relative brings one dancer to bring interest for him in the world. So dancer does a beautiful dance. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa enjoying the dance. He is clapping. Then he goes and does a prostration to the dancer. Oh, Divine Mother, how you are seeing, how beautifully you are dancing. He was able to see God in all, one in all. So this is called bhakti. To see one in all is called bhakti. Ishvara Arpitam, offering every service to God, is purity of the heart. Now, that mature heart, mature purity of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, the Divine Mother appeared in front of him as Totapuri. Mother only came in the form of Guru. The Guru gives him a teaching. He says, close your mind and contemplate, I am Brahman. Brahman alone is reality. Ramakrishna says, I'm not able to visualize that. Divine Mother is coming. She is smiling in front of my vision. Then Totapuri says it's Maya. Destroy that form. Using Gnana Khadga. Gnana Khadga means Viveka, Vairagya. Nitya Anitya Viveka, Atma Anatma Viveka, Vairagya. Destroy her. Then you are established in Nirguna, Nirakara, Nirvikalpa, Samadhi. So then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is established in Nirguna, Nirakara, Samadhi. Up to this point, he was a Gadadhara, his name. Now he becomes Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, the enlightened one. Right? So the light has come. The mind was still dark. He was able to see God, one in all, but he was not able to see all in one. Because you are holding on to the form. As long as you are holding on to form, you are in Saguna, that time, if bhakti is there, purity is there. Jnana only gives the clarity. All forms have to be dropped. Nirguna, Nirakara. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa becomes Paramahamsa. Gadadhara becomes Paramahamsa. Why is it called Paramahamsa? Because Hamsa is a bird. The swan is able to separate milk from water. The water and milk is separated out by swan. Similarly, Paramahamsa or Gnani separates Atma and Anatma, Nitya and Anitya separates out and find out I am the Atma. Other than Atma, nothing is there. That's why it's called Paramahamsa. Gadadhara becomes Paramahamsa when he gets Atmadana. Till that time, when he is a Bhakta, devotee. So Bhakta becomes Mukta now and get Atmadana. The devotion leads to Jnana. So Bhakta becomes Mukta with the Atmadana under the guidance of a master. Right? So then Gadadhara, Totapuri says him, next day, okay, go and eat food and come back. Let us meditate today. Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, why have to meditate? What is the purpose of meditation? I already found out who am I? He has already become Paramahamsa one overnight. Totapuri is angry. You see, I am doing sadhana for 40 years. Okay? I am doing sadhana for 40 years. See, mind is like a vessel. He has a vessel, a brass vessel, which carries the pot, carries the water. So this brass vessel, if you don't wash often, the brass vessel will become dirty, rusty. So you have to do often wash. You have to keep on washing your mind with meditation every day. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, why should you wash? Instead of brass vessel, you have gold vessel. It will not become rusty, no? So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was a paripakva, fully mature seeker. That fully mature seeker, when he comes in contact with Sadguru, the realization happens that instant. Then there is no further practice required. Because once the light is there in the room, everything you see clearly. Right? But that's not the case with Totapuri. Totapuri has to do practice every time. Why you have to do? Because when you enter into Samadhi, the body is not there, world is not there, mind is not there. There's a clarity that I am Brahman. But the lower level vasanas, the purity of the mind is not still there. Mind is still, some impressions are there. The past impressions. When you live with the mamakara, mine, my position, my family, my circumstance, or the pancharatma, the impressions are left. Okay. So now these impressions, when you open your eyes from Samadhi, in Samadhi you realize all in one. But when you open your eyes, the variety will be there. The duality will appear. But a Gnani will not get trapped by the duality. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, duality, Maya will not catch him again. Because his mind is, purity is there, clarity is there. Previous samskaras have already gone because Chitta-Shuddhi has happened. He has done service. For Totapuri, the previous samskaras can come and catch. Will it catch fully? No. It will catch sometimes. Then he'll come back again. He needs to do meditation. or he has to remember. So Totapuri has understood Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya has understood. World is Mithya, Maya. Then one day, Totapuri has a stomachache. Totapuri has a severe pain in the stomach. So Totapuri is not able to tolerate this pain. He wants to commit suicide. So much of pain, intense pain. He walks into the river, Hooghly River, to commit suicide. Surprisingly for him, no matter how deep he goes, the water is not able to, he is not able to submerge himself in water. He can't commit suicide. So then, it tells Ramakrishna Paramahamsa this thing. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa laughs. He says, Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya. Jagat is Maya. So the Maya is the Divine Mother. Okay. When you have a stomachache, it's Mithya. Right? When you get in water also, it is Mithya. But when you got stomachache, it becomes Satya for you. You want to commit suicide. Whatever Jnana went up sometime. Momentarily. Pain is so much. Now you forgot I am Brahman. You become body. Right? So Divine Mother wanted to teach you a lesson. Water is also Mithya. Your body is also Mithya. That's why you are not able to commit suicide. So for person like Totapuri who has done sadhana for 40 years, some previous vasanas will come. Where I was the body, I am the body. Not that the vasana will affect him. Okay. Momentarily disturb him. Right? So we are seeing two types of people now. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Totapuri. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Ahankara and Mamakara has gone earlier itself. Mamakara has gone fully. Mamakara and related vasanas have gone fully because of sadhana, because of service. Ahankara went up with Jnana. Ahankara, Mamakara disappeared, nothing more to be done. Previous samskara is gone. Totapuri, Ahankara is gone because of meditation. Mamakara also is gone because he is sannyasi. But vasanas which are there, Mamakara has not gone fully. They will come out somewhere sometime. I have the body. So, Ahankara, Mamakara, the impressions created by Mamakara. All these have to go. That's why two types of vasana I speak of, Bandha Vasana and Bhoga Vasana. Bandha Vasana is, I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. Bhoga Vasana is, this is mine, Mamakara. So if you have done Karma Yoga, Upasana, Mamakara will go, then Jnana will get established quickly. It's like switching on a light, everything in the room is seen. After that, nothing is required. But most of the people are somewhere in between. Some samskaras and vasanas pending work. Okay. So what they have to do? They have to again and again go back to who am I? Okay. Now, is enlightenment lost? If you don't do it, is enlightenment lost? No. Enlightenment cannot go anyway. Light is light only. But the effect of prarabdha karma, which is coming from bhoga vasana, they can disturb you for momentarily. Momentarily you can lose balance. Totapuri lost balance momentarily. Right? In fact, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa also loses balance momentarily. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had throat cancer. Very severe throat cancer. So then his Shishyas came in, he is not able to eat food. Then Shishyas Vivekananda had said, why don't you pray to Divine Mother so that your throat is healed, so that your service is required for the world. Moment Ramakrishna Paramahamsa thought of Divine Mother, heal my throat. Then Divine Mother appeared in front of him and started laughing. Which throat you are speaking of? She reminded him, all in one. All throats are your throats. Okay, momentarily. It's not that his jnana is not gone anywhere. So once aparoksha jnana happens, once you are clearly understood who you are, your bandha vasanas are destroyed. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. Nanu, nanembudu, nanalla, ideha, manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivanannani, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. That's clear. Light is there now. So once you are, I'm not the body, I'm not the intellect, I'm not my mind, then I'm no body. Right? I'm no body. If you are no body, there's peace. If you are somebody only, there is a disturbance. From somebody, you have become nobody through Atma. But that nobody, because of Bhoga Vasana or residual Prarabdha Karma, the world and body will appear again. From Samadhi, you'll have to come out. Samadhi will not continue for all the time. The world appears. The world with a lot of variety will appear. Diversity will appear. So, because he has Jnana, he will interact in the world with the Jnana that I am Sakshi. But momentarily he can lose balance. But he will come back again. It's not that his Jnana is gone anywhere. Momentarily, like Totapuri, sometimes stomach made him to feel that he is body. Momentarily he will lose balance. So now, some of the Jnanis will continue to do Nididhyasa to get rid of remaining impressions. That's called Nididhyasa. Understand? So the moment you got clear Aparoksha Jnana, intuitive, direct knowledge, then you are called Jivan Mukta, liberated while you are alive. So Jivan Mukti has happened with enlightenment. But all the vasanas have gone? No. Some vasanas can come and throw you off balance. They can. Am I making clear? But will they affect your jnana? Will they affect your mukti? No. It's a momentary losing balance. So that's why for a mature seeker, Aparoksha Jnana and Jivan Mukti is simultaneous. But, and Bandha Vasana is, Bhoga Vasana is gone, Bandha Vasana goes. For Jnani, because of his Prarabdha Karma, some Bhoga Vasana can be there. Bhoga Vasana can come in the form of happiness, unhappiness, circumstances in life. Or Bhoga Vasana can come in the form of disciples. I want to teach, I want to become Guru. The name and fame can come. At the same time, it can be, blame also can come. There are Bhoga Vasanas. But Jnani will not be internally disturbed. Okay. So that's where 7 Jnana Bhumikas in Yoga Vashishta speak of first stage is called Shubhecha. I want to get Mukti. Then comes Atma Vicharana. Who am I? Then comes Tanumanasi. Mind becomes subtle. In Vicharana, he will find a guru. He will start doing self-enquiry, Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasa. And Tanumanasi mind will become subtle. Then he becomes Sattvapati. That means he realized. Now he has gone beyond 3 gunas. Karma Yoga prepares you, takes you from Rajoguna to Tamoguna to Sattvaguna. Vicharana will take you beyond Sattvaguna. Atma Vichara. So now he has become Gunatita. So that is called Sattvapati. Even for a moment he has recognized, who am I intuitively? The light has come. The flashlight. So now nothing more ignorance is there. Ignorance about me, the self. Bandha Vasanas are destroyed. So he is in Samadhi for a moment, for some time. Then he wakes up. Because there's a pressure of Vasanas will build up. Bhoga Vasanas are pending, some of them. Or Loka Kalyana Vasanas are pending. I have to do service to the world. That will bring him back to the body. Now he is living in the body, knowing very well I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am the Sakshi. He lives in the body. This is Jivan Mukta. When Brahmavid is called Sattvapati, or 4th stage is called Jivan Mukta. He is liberated. But he can continue to function in the world because of some Bhoga Vasanas are pending. Bhoga Vasanas can make him a famous Jnani. A Jnani can become famous, or Jnani can be blamed also. Or Jnani can do Loka Kalyana, because pending Vasanas, Prarabdha Karma will come and affect their body-mind complex. But Brahmavid, onwards, he knows I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the brain. So no karma belongs to me. From Gnani point of view, there is no karma for him. So there is no doership also. Naham karta, naham bhokta, naham tata. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. That's why I'm not the doer, I'm not the enjoyer, I'm not the knower also. So he can function everything, do everything in the world without a sense of doership. But bhogavasanas keep coming. Bhogavasanas, pending boss. It's not the bhogavasanas don't bind him for jnana. Jnana, bandha vasanas have gone. So bhogavasanas mainly will come in the form of loka kalyana vasanas. Somebody comes and teach me something. Somebody comes and seekers will come. Some teaching will come. Some name will come. All those things will come in bhogavasana. Now, while he is in doing bhogavasana, is residual impressions. Earlier, whatever impression was there, purity of the heart has not happened fully. Some thoughts will come. He may lose balance momentarily. It's not that he will lose the balance fully. Then again, he has to go back to samadhi. Understand? So that's where next stages come. Brahmavidvara, Brahmavidvarenya, Brahmavidvarishta. Where progressively bhogavasanas are also getting exhausted. Also bhogavasanas getting exhausted, all residual impressions also getting exhausted. So now, exactly what happens? So Brahmavidvara, Brahmavid is called knower of Brahman. From Brahmavid onwards, everybody is mukta. Once you have aparoksha jnana clearly, you are a mukta, jivan mukta. But momentarily you can lose balance. It's like once I learn cycling, can I cycle anywhere? No, you may lose balance sometime, but you will come back again. It's not that cycling, what you learned is not going. So while learning cycling, I have difficulty. I have to be very careful. Then I have practiced cycling outside. Then when I go into traffic, once or twice I lose balance. Then I'll again go and practice properly and come back. Not that my cycling I have forgotten. So once you have become Brahmavidya, you are already Jivan Mukta. But you may lose balance once in a while because of residual vasanas. Understand? That's why he'll keep on going back to Nididhyasa. His mukti has nothing has happened to mukti, but he lost balance momentarily. It doesn't affect him because a Brahmavid knows I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. That's why no karma affects him. Now, who does the practice? It is nothing but purified ego will again do, let me do some meditation. So now, all these further practice, Nididhyasa and all, is happening because of Prarabdha Karma. Service, Loka Kalyana and Nididhyasa. There's no doer there. There's no enjoyer there. There's no knower there. Right? Doership is gone, knowership is gone, enjoyership is gone. So something is happening because of moment of previous Prarabdha Karma. What is the moment of Prarabdha Karma? When you are driving a car, right? You are going at high speed, 100 kilometers. Then you apply a brake. Suddenly the car will not stop. It will go a few 100 meters and then stop. The momentum is there. Similarly, your move, earlier Prarabdha Karma, whatever is there, the momentum will be there. The moment you get jnana, the brake is already applied. But the body is like a vehicle. It will keep on doing. It may do Loka Kalyana service, or it may enjoy something, Bhogavasana it may enjoy, or it may do meditation practice also. But there's no doer. So, Brahmavid, if you are recognized intuitively, you are already Mukta. Gnani. But will Gnani be operate fully in the world? They may get distracted or lose balance sometime. For that, he'll go back to Jnana, right? This is not done as there's no doer there, because I'm not the body. There's a doing there because of Prarabdha Karma, nothing else. Are we clear? So that's why Brahmavid will may keep on practicing, may keep on doing Loka Kalyana service, may face name and blame or fame and fame. He may get happiness, unhappiness from the world, but internally he is Stita Prajna, not disturbed. But let us understand Brahmavid, Brahmavidvara, Brahmavidvarenya, Brahmavidvarishta. Up to you come to Brahmavid, he is a samsari. Samsari has 3 states of consciousness, 4 states of consciousness actually. Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti. Waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. And he thinks Samadhi is 4th state. Turiya or Samadhi is the 4th state. For him, everything is a state. Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti, and Samadhi. All are real for him. Samadhi is also real. So gradually, when he enters into samadhi, Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya, then he says, world is Mithya, unreal. Right? So now, waking state, dream state, deep sleep state have collapsed into two. Three has become two. Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti has become two. What are they two? Can you pause, please? Gayatri? So, a samsari, one who is suffering in life, understand? For him, waking state, dream state, deep sleep state are three states. And samadhi is the fourth state. He has four real states. Four things he thinks real. Waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. For samsari, first prescription is start worshipping Ishvara, surrender. So now Ishvara is the reality, then Anatma he starts neglecting. The world is real, but family, the positions, relatives, and possessions, he thinks they can't give me happiness, only Ishvara can give him happiness. So he has four real states: waking state, dream state, deep sleep, samadhi. And if he becomes a yogi, samadhi means bhakti samadhi also, devotion samadhi. Ramakrishna Paramahansa entered into devotion samadhi, bhakti samadhi. He used to be one with the, he used to see divine mother. That's called bhava samadhi. Bhava samadhi is the mental level. Mind projects something and you are one with that. Okay. So now, four states are here: waking state, dream state, deep sleep, bhava samadhi. Samadhi. So then a chitta shuddhi has happened. He has come to Atma Vichara, who am I? Then Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. Then Mithya means world. Waking state and dream state, the world appears. That's Mithya, unreal. So now four states have become three states. How? Samadhi is one state, and waking and dreaming is one state, dream state. Dream is also, waking is also dream state. Samadhi is one state. Now four real states have become three states. What are the three states? Waking state and dream is alike. It's called waking dream. Mithya means unreal. Mithya means experientially real, but factually unreal. If I see a rope, a snake on the rope, snake is experientially real, but factually unreal. The world is factually, experientially real, but factually unreal. The water in the mirage is experientially real, but factually unreal. So he understands the Mithya nature of the world. So then he says there are no three states. Waking state, dream state are one. Dream. Dream is a short dream. Waking is a longer dream. The waking longer dream is called Maya. And deep sleep state, there's nothing. Deep sleep, there's no world. Right? Now, how many states are there? Four states are the real. Now, four states has become three. What are the three? Waking, dream, deep sleep, and samadhi. Correct? So, three real states. Again, samadhi is real for him. I want to go to samadhi, I want to experience samadhi and come back. So, he'll go to samadhi and come back. Go to samadhi and come back. So, there is a goer, there is a seeker. Seeker who goes and comes back. Seeker who goes and comes back. I want to get out of this Maya. So, that means Maya is real. Still Maya is real. Projection is there. So now there are three states. Samadhi is transcendental state, and waking and dreaming. Deep sleep and dreaming. What is the difference between deep sleep and dreaming? Deep sleep, there's no projection, no world, no body. In the waking and dreaming state, there's a body and the world. But they are mithya. But it's there. So it is there. The impression is there. Something is there. Is it clear? So now, what happened to you? From 4 to 3 you come. But 3 are real. So Mithya world is there. Right? Mithya world is there. So Brahmavidya is in that stage. For him, Samadhi is there, sleep is there, and Mithya world is there. But when he interacts with the Mithya world, he knows it's a dream. It's Maya. It is as if somebody has woken up in a dream somebody is understood it's a dream, and he knows everything is going on. A dream tiger is coming. He knows everything is a dream, but dream tiger comes, he'll run away, and he knows the running away also is a dream. A Brahmavid lives in the world, understand the world is like a dream. So how many states are there for Brahmavid? Dream, sleep, and samadhi. He is going and coming. He is a transport passenger. He goes and come back. That's why Brahmavid or Sattopadi stage is like a dream-like state. So now, when he interacts with the world, gradually his bhoga vasanas have coming down because prarabdha karma is reducing. Impressions are coming down because he interacts with the world, goes back to samadhi. Interacts with the world, goes back to samadhi. Then what happens? His vasanas have come down. He is still a non-doer. Karta, na aham, nam karta, na bhokta, na nata. Because ahankara is gone. Doership, enjoyship, no. But what happens? The imbalance is not gone. He's like more like an experienced driver. A person who learns driving first, an experienced driver will not lose balance very easily. For person in Brahmavid stage, the world appears, it is there. And it is unreal, mithya. He goes to waking state, dream state, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep state. But he knows waking and dream is one reality, deep sleep is some reality, and samadhi is one reality. And when he comes to waking world, it's a maya, unreal. Then he goes to Brahmavid Vara. From Brahmavid Vara, for him, the dream has also become dim. Dream has also reduced. He is not able to see the dream also. Brahmavid Vara is able to see. Brahmavid is able to see the world. Mithya. He sees the dream. Because vasanas are there. Something he has to experience. Prarabdha karma is coming. The movie is going on. Brahmavid Vara, movie is also coming down. So for him, the movie is also not seen. Movie is not seen, but the movie becomes dim. Movie becomes blurred. It's not real at all. Even whatever you are seeing in the movie is not real. The vasanas have come down, bhoga vasanas have come down further. So that's why he come to asamasakti. Asamasakti means no complete detachment. How can there be any attachment for the world when everything is become so unreal and gradually fading? Are you getting what I'm saying? The dream itself is fading. There's no interest now. There's nothing can give me happiness in the world. One day Atma can give me happiness. But still he'll go back to samadhi and come back because it gives more happiness there in samadhi. Asamasakti. Asamasakti means no interest in the objects of the world. Objects of the world are there. They're for Brahmavid, the objects of the world are there, and he is interacting with the world. Brahmavidvara, objects of the world are fading. They're not. It's like, so Brahmavid stage is when he interacts with the world, he's like almost like a dream world, dream. Whereas Brahmavidvara is not interested in the movie. Brahmavidvara is seeing the movie and interacting with the movie, knowing its movie very well. Brahmavid sees the movie, Maya movie, and interacts with the movie. He is playing the game, knowing very well it's a game. Brahmavidvara is losing interest in the movie also. Nothing in the movie. But he may continue to function in the world. Body and mind can completely function. Okay, and he's more and more. The bliss of the self, what he attains samadhi, is coming in the waking state. So please understand, for first three stages, Shubhecha, Vicharana, then Tanumanasi, happiness is there in the world, and I am trying to get happiness from the Atma. For Brahmavid, I get happiness from Atma, but when I come to the world, the happiness is reduced. The world is unreal. The happiness, amount of experience, bliss which I experience in the world is less. So from Brahmavid Vara to Brahmavid Varenya to Brahmavid Varishta, even when you interact with the world, happiness, bliss is increasing because the world is gradually losing reality. From Brahmavidvara, it is like a movie. Maya is there. Okay, from Brahmavidvara, he is losing interest in the movie. Asakti. It's called asamasakti. So to give an example, somebody sees a ghost in a tree. He's afraid. He's scared. He goes to mantravadi and a magician and try to get rid of ghost. He's called samsari. These are the first 3 stages. Then Brahmavid or a knower of Brahman, oh, he understands it's not a ghost, it's a tree. Okay. So he has seen the self. His Adnana is gone. But once in a while, he looks at the tree and he feels like ghost because some previous vasanas may come. Oh, ghost is there. By and large, he is free from ghost. So Brahmavidvara, even if he sees the tree and ghost, it's not at all real. The ghost, the tree itself, the ghost itself appears almost like a tree. Brahmavidvarenya, what happens to him? He doesn't see the ghost at all. He sees only the tree. Padartha abhavani. Padartha abhavani is objects are not there. The objects have faded fully. What do you mean by objects have faded fully? So Brahmavidvara, can he open his eyes and see the world? Can he interact with the world? Perfectly can interact with the world. Okay. But unconscious thoughts are not coming. Only what is required for a moment functioning in the world, working mind functions. Sri Ramana Maharshi was functioning very well in the world. He'll get up, he'll read newspaper, he'll interact with people. What thoughts are required for that moment will come. No unnecessary imagination thought. The past and future thoughts are gone. The ahankara or the ego is responsible for past and future. When ahankara goes, you are living in the present moment. What is required for the present moment will happen. Padartha abhavani. Objects are not there. What do you mean by objects are not there? Can't you see something? See, in any seeing, I see a mango, right? The seeing, actually, there's triputi, threefold. Object, subject, and seeing. Object, subject, and seeing. This is called threefold. Knower, known, and knowing, knowledge. So now, so Brahmavidvarenya, when he sees the object, unconsciously naming process stops. This is mango, I am seer. The subject-object duality split stops. Seeing is there and knowing is there. There's no seer, there's no thinker. Thinking is there, but no thinker. Doing is there, there's no doer. The object naming, subject-object naming process stops in the mind. Naming process comes down. So he is able to, by and large, is free from unnecessary thoughts of past and future. Unnecessary thoughts of naming. He also experiences the world. Experience will rise and fall, but it will not affect internally. There are no objects. So in any of your experience, there is a experiencing subject-object and experience. Then immediate naming will come. Mind will come and say naming. Names it to you. The moment naming comes, subject-object, the triputi will happen. For a Gnani in Brahmavidvara state, there's no triputi. There's experience will rise and fall. Knowing is there. I am Brahman. More and more established. More and more bliss is there when you operate in the world. So Brahmavid, Brahmavidvara, Brahmavidvarenya, Brahmavidvarishta, Samadhi, Ananda is same. But Ananda in the waking world will progressively increase from Brahmavid, Brahmavidvara, Brahmavidvarenya, Brahmavidvarishta. The bliss in the world. So even Brahmavarishta, Brahmavidvara, he experiences something and comes back, Samadhi. Okay. Now, he has come to Padartha Abhavani. Objects are not there. So then what happens? He sees a flower. Let's say experience a flower, but naming is not there. How it's there? Like a child. When child sees the flower, flower is there. Experience is there. But no naming is there. I am flower, I am the child, flower. So Gnani also is like a child. Sees, but no naming. Naming, unconscious naming stops because naming is Nama Rupa, Mithya. Experience will come and go. Why experience will come and go? Because the Prarabdha Karma is there. So then comes to Brahma Varishta. Brahma Varishta does not come and go. His Ananda is same, whether it's in Samadhi or in the world. Waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, his Ananda is same. Is not affected in the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. He doesn't come and go. So if you look at, see, samsari is in the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, he goes and he's rotating in these three states. A yogi or seeker will go to fourth state, samadhi, waking state, dream state, deep state, samadhi. All the four are real. Brahmavid, what the four, now only three are real: waking state, deep sleep state, and samadhi. Brahmavidvara, waking state has become fading. So then almost deep sleep like state. That's why Brahmavidvara, he is in like a light sleep. Brahmavidya is in a dream state. Brahmavidvara is light sleep. Brahmavid sees the Maya. Brahmavidvara, Maya is fading. He is losing interest in Maya. Brahmavidvarenya, the objects have disappeared. And whenever he sees, he is seeing the Brahman self. Experiences rise and fall, but there's no object. Apadartha abhavani. Brahmavidvarishta, the seer, seen duality is gone. The bliss is same in the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. Because now there's no longer dream and deep sleep. Both have become deep sleep. Both are like sleep. And sleep is nothing but samadhi. So all the three states are merging. Now he has samadhi and sleep like state. Right? Four has become, sorry, initially three was there for samsari. It became four for a yogi. For Brahmavid, it became three. From Brahmavidvara, it became Brahmavidvara and Varenya. It became two. Brahmavidvara is light sleep. Brahmavidvarenya, it is deep sleep. He is like person who is in sleep. Brahmavidvarishta, there is no states. Samadhi is not a state. Turiya is not a state. Turiya is myself. He doesn't come and go. He is fully established in Turiya. So that's why he's called Turiyatita. For him, whatever he does, whatever he interacts, it doesn't matter. His bliss is not at all affected. So the difference between first Brahmavid, Brahmavidvarana, Varenya is because of difference in the bliss they experience in the world. Sometimes Brahmavidvarishta is not at all affected. And for him, there are no three states. Waking state, dream state, deep sleep are unreal and they don't exist. Only, and Maya also doesn't exist for him. There's no Maya also. He is all fully established in Brahmadana. It's called Brahmanishta. For him, there's no coming and going. To come and go, there something is required. No? Waking state, dream state, deep sleep, samadhi should be real. What can you do from going to unreal and real? There's only real. Brahman alone is real. So this is the state of Brahma Varishta. Anybody has any questions? Does it answer your question, Gayatri, when I started?
So when Shankaracharya says that in order to counteract the effects of prarabdha karma, as you said in the example of Ramakrishna and Totapuri, he actually meant the vasanas which come up and the momentary imbalance is what you're talking. It's not about losing enlightenment or anything.
Not losing momentary what happened, you lose balance. So that's why Brahmavid, Varenya, Brahmavid Varishta, Brahmavid, Brahmavidvara, Brahmavid Varenya, Brahmavid Varishta, all the four are Jnanis and Jivan Muktas. Okay? But the experience of bliss in Samadhi is same for all of them. But the experience of bliss will vary from Brahmavid to Brahmavidvara to Brahmavid Varenya to Brahmavid Varishta. Because momentarily there can be imbalance because of residual vasanas.
Okay.
Is the answer clear to Katyayani? Okay. Purnima, any questions?
No questions, Guruji. All clear. This morning you had put a post about Nisarga Datta. It was very appropriate. It said wait, I'll just read it out because it's very nice. Wisdom tells me I am nothing. Love tells me I am everything. Between the
Yes.
two, my life flows.
Life flows.
So that's what.
Actually, that's also not correct statement. Okay.
Huh?
So there is also wisdom tells, I am nothing. Okay. I am everything.
Love.
So I am nothing is peace. Actually, that's called wisdom. I am everything is called love.
Love. Yeah.
Okay. Between these two, life flows. My life is false.
My life illa. Very life first.
Life flows.
My
the moment you put my
is wrong.
It's a corruption.
Correct. Understand. Correct, Prabhuji.
Understand?
Correct.
So, self-realization means I am nobody. I am somebody, samsara.
Correct.
Samsari. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to become somebody, nobody is called yogi, seeker.
Right.
I am nobody is called gnani. That is called peace. Because I am nobody, there's peace. Anything happens in the world, nothing matters to me. Okay. I am everybody because in samadhi, nothing happens to me. I am not bothered. Moment I come back, because my prarabdha karma and vasanas will come back, no?
Correct.
That vasana will bring me to the world. Then my previous vasana, that I am somebody, can come and affect momentarily. So that time, the duality may appear momentarily, but it doesn't disturb his mukti.
Yes.
Okay. So now he wants to get rid of that. He will go into again and again samadhi, because he has to go and come back. Concept is there for him. So then what will happen? One day he'll realize I am everybody. I am somebody to I am nobody to I am everybody. I am nobody is peace. I am everybody is love.
Correct.
So if you notice me, right? For many years I write my email signatures. I write peace and love. The signature. Peace is called Atma Dana. Love is called Brahma Dana.
So that is Brahma Satya and Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma.
Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma.
Super.
Okay. That's why I say Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam. So now, to see I am somebody, I am separate from the world, is called samsari. I am nobody. The world and even if there's presence and absence of the world doesn't bother me. It's called wisdom, jnana. I am nobody. So the jnana, when you actually start interacting with the world, you have to live as sakshi, because in the world I am sakshi. Right? When the world is not there, I am Brahman. When the world in the world I am sakshi.
Sakshi.
But I'm sakshi, as sakshi I can get imbalanced momentarily. Right? So that imbalance will go. Then when you realize world is Brahman, I am that Brahman. Atmarshanam, Brahma Darshanam. So for that, some residual vasanas have to go.
Guruji, while interacting with the world as all is one, love, what happens to that Sakshi Bhava?
See, we have I am nobody is peace. Right? The peace, actually, Parashanti, supreme peace. Supreme peace is equivalent to deep sleep. Nothing is there. Samadhi Sukha, Samadhi Ananda. Okay? But when you interact with the world, correct? You have to become somebody. See, right now you're talking to me.
Correct.
Saying that I am a Guruji. I have to play the role of Guruji.
Correct.
Okay? So when I play the role of Guruji, I am very, very aware that I am not Guruji. I am playing the role. I play the role very well. And but I am seeing you. I am seeing the world. Sakshi, Saksham is there.
Okay.
Okay? When Sakshi and Saksham is there, my role, I am Brahman, but I am Sakshi now. Right? A samsari will think I am the Guru. Actually, the moment somebody thinks he is a Guru, he is in trouble. He is trouble, everybody else is in trouble. Okay? Because he has become Guru. A real guru is the role of a guru being sakshi.
Okay, okay.
I'll give you an example. When an actor plays the role of a beggar, even
Yes.
for a moment he has become beggar. He can cry, he can sing, but has he become beggar anytime?
Yes, yes.
Huh? Understand? So Dani as Sakshi can play the role of any body in the world very beautifully without getting affected. But if previous samskaras come, momentarily can get imbalanced.
That is what
Right?
what I was asking. Yes.
Right?
Correct.
So now, when you have to play the role in the world, there's Sakshi and Saksham is required. The movie is required. Then you can play the movie. It's like a video game.
Correct.
But when you become Turiyaga or Turiyatita, there's no movie.
Yes.
There's only self, Brahman. Okay. So, one in all. Now it's reality. In Bhakti Bhava, one in all reality is still a mental concept. In reality, in Turiyaga, Turiyatita, one in all is not a mental concept.
Yes.
From mental concept, you have gone out. So for him, one in all is the only reality. There are no other states.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right? For him, unconsciously thoughts will not come, past and future. What is required for the moment perfectly will come. So that perfectly, and he can perfectly act in the world. Okay, but there's no doer, there's no enjoyer, there's no knower, there's no other. The entire universe, Ishvara functions to the embodiment complex.
Correct. Beautiful.
There's no sense of doership. Are we clear? So, in bhakti, you start with one in all, but there's a mental concept. That's why it's called apara bhakti, lower level bhakti. In jnana, you realize all in one. So that's called jnana. So then when you come to the world, that jnana will translate into actions without a doership, without a knowership, without an enjoyership. That is called para bhakti, supreme love. Because I'm not doing service to anybody. I'm not saying God in all. There's no all. There's only God, Brahman.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So it all depends on how much residual vasanas are there, how much prarabdha karma is there, depends on that, their behavior. So this Brahmavid, Brahmavidvara, Brahmavidvarenya, Brahmavidvarishta is told from the point of the world. Explain the behavior of Gnani, because you can't understand Gnani. For them, understanding Gnani, this terminology is. But what is Gnani is nothing but inner understanding, I am Brahman. That nobody can understand. Nobody can judge who is a Gnani or Adnani. These are all labels.
Okay.
So, Shankaracharya has said again and again, for vasanas rising and falling, because of prarabdha karma, he has to practice samadhi, nididhyasa. Right? So this actually explanation is given for us from the worldly people point of view, or jiva point of view. For a gnani, there's no doer at all, no. Then what samadhi practice will do? Once you have become Brahmavidya, the doership, knowership, and enjoyership is gone. So the doing is there, samadhi practice is there, but there's no doer. And this practice is happening because of prarabdha karma or vasana. There's no sense of doership. Is it clear?
Okay, so supposing Totapuri was doing sadhana post self-realization also. So for that action, which is the prarabdha karma of the body, an explanation has to be given. Hence, all this has come.
Correct. Hence all this told. And how a person can lose imbalance, that explanation is given. Okay. But if Totapuri is really Gnani, then there's no doership, there's no enjoyership, there's no knowership. Right? So if he is not Gnani, then how can he give Brahmadnana to
Ramakrishna.
His name?
Ramakrishna Paramahamsa.
Gadadhara becomes Ramakrishna Paramahamsa after that.
Okay.
right? So he's a Gnani only. He's a Brahmavid only. But what happens? Once in a while, the vasanas will come and momentarily lose balance. When I say momentarily lose balance, when you lose balance, the doorship also comes momentarily. Then again, you go back to I'm Atma.
Yeah.
So
he may go. That is very important.
it's like simply like cycling.
Yeah.
Person who has learned cycling, he will never forget cycling.
True.
Okay, but he can lose balance once in a while.
Yeah, that is important now. Okay, Guruji.
When I went to my Guru Ajja, I have done quite a bit of sadhana in my life. Karma yoga, Kundalini yoga, Bhakti yoga, a lot of sadhana is done. And all that Ajja asked was, who are you? Find out. So that was sufficient for me to understand the reality. I'm nobody. Right?
Yes, Guruji.
After that, everything starts going out of your life. It may not happen overnight, but Jnana will never fade. Nanu, Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivanannani, Shivoham, Shivoham, it will not go. But when you interact with the world, there's some momentary imbalance can happen. Until Samadhi and the world, there are no states. It's only one reality. Turiyatita.
Until Sahaja Samadhi.
Sahaja Samadhi. It's called Sahaja Samadhi, natural state. But everybody has to come to that? No. Brahma with itself is gives relief already. If you have nobody, it's great. If you are able to operate in the world, Sakshi, that's great. That's called Sthita Prajna. So, Pratibha, any questions? Anybody else has any questions? Shall you close the discussion?